Welcome to another episode of the A-Team at New Beginnings Farmstead. Today we have Egidio. Look that way. Myself, Ryan, Julie, Abby, and Jeff. We are all here. Woohoo! No woohoos from anybody else? Julie? Yeah. Julie, you say woohoo. She's not woohooing today.
The microphone's on? Mic check?
I think it's on.
It's on.
Check.
Could you hear the mouth sounds?
Anyway, today we are going to talk about pet peeves. That might be one of them, the mouth sounds. No?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay. So, who would like to start? We had some people discussing it before we began. Things that drive you crazy that other people do. Who wants to start?
Breathe.
I'll start. I have a list.
Oh, Julie prepared a written list.
I didn't need to prepare a list, but I didn't want to forget in the moment. I have 4, and they are solid, and anyone who knows me knows what they are, but I will tell them anyway.
Okay, let's begin.
And I'm going to do them in the order of ascending, as in the last one I do will be the worst.
Okay.
Okay.
So the 4th, less bad, is people riding bicycles with dogs on leashes.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad one.
It's a pet peeve of mine. I think it's terribly dangerous for the person, for the dog, if the dog runs in front, or in a golf cart with the dog on the side on the leash.
Oh my God, I've never seen that, I don't think.
We see it camping.
Oh, that's terrible.
Terrible.
Wow.
So that's one of my pet peeves.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to agree with
That's
you on
number
that.
4?
I think that's
Number 4.
Okay.
Not as tough as the other ones.
Okay.
My next, which is third out of the 4, is mid-road can shakes.
Oh,
Like
where they,
volunteer-
stand in the
Yeah.
yellow
Stand in the
line.
lane.
That happens a lot over here at the firehouse in Stone Ridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's dangerous. I think it sets a bad example for standing in the road. I frankly think it's inconsiderate. It's a pet peeve of mine. I just can't stand it. The 3rd, which is really my second worst, is traffic circle inetiquette.
In etiquette or inadequacies?
If you don't operate properly in a traffic circle, you are causing an extreme amount of risk to everyone else in the traffic
There's
circle.
a lot of accidents in the traffic circles.
Literally, in the 7-minute drive from my office to here today, somebody stopped in the traffic circle. They were in the wrong lane. And it was, just read the signs or don't do it. It's
Or just keep going around. It's
Right.
a circle.
If you continue on the
just
circle.
go around the circle.
Right. I agree.
Until
if you don't know what
can
you're
get into
doing,
the proper lane.
And that's when
get off.
I've had to teach all of my children to drive, and that has always been what I said. If you don't know what you're doing in the traffic circle, just keep going around.
Yeah.
Right.
You'll watch other cars and figure it out. Just keep going around. Don't cut in front of somebody else.
Wasn't there that in that movie, right? Look, Ben.
Yeah.
Look, kids.
Big Ben. Yeah.
Parliament.
Yeah, it's tough. And unfortunately, one of our colleagues, I won't name a name, but one of our colleagues got in a traffic circle accident this couple days ago.
Oh.
And I don't know what side of the car got totaled, but depending on what car the side of the car was, will depend on whose fault it was.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so that's my number 2. And my number 1,
Here it comes. This is it.
this is it. This is the thing that gets me.
Is this it? Like,
This is
there's
it.
nothing?
This is it. There's nothing higher than this.
Okay. All right.
If you are at a restaurant and the person does not write down your order and they remember your order,
Yeah.
done. That's my pet peeve.
Why?
And they get it wrong.
No, just doing it.
Why?
Because there's no way they're going to remember. Almost 100% of the time, they'll come back and be like, did you get the Coke or the Diet Coke? Or, I'm sorry, was it fries with that or did you get a salad?
Dude, does this happen to you a lot?
It happens enough that it's my number 1 pet peeve.
Wow, I am so surprised.
We go out to dinner a lot.
Yeah.
We go out to dinner a lot, and when we travel, we go out to dinner a lot. And it's not impressing me that you're doing that. It's not something that makes me think higher of your institution. It makes me think less of you and less of your place.
So if
Write
they
it
say,
down.
so it doesn't matter 2 people at a table, 10 people at a table.
It doesn't matter.
If they're like, we'll start here, what are you going to have tonight? And they just go, okay, pork chops, got it.
Because they're
So-
taking for granted that you're going to say pork chops, salmon, pasta, pizza, beer, and a burger.
Yeah, I can't
But
even repeat
instead,
what she just did. So,
right. So, but what if it's like, so many people have substitutions. I can't have onions on that, or can I have this with a whatever, or an extra whatever? There's no way you're going to keep it right.
Could they
and
be
so I'm
using a
taking my
recording
time
device?
to choose your restaurant and choose how I'm spending my hard-earned dollar. You're going to bring me the wrong thing because you tried to whatever and not write it down.
And I
Write it
happen
down.
to know, because I have been with you enough in many restaurants and whatever, that you will eat whatever they bring you.
Yes.
Because you don't
Because I'm
like
not a
to
sender backer.
Right. You're not a sender backer, and you don't like to complain.
Right.
So you do end up eating it. And
I'm
it
not
could
a
be
sender
like
backer,
the entire
so-
wrong thing.
Exactly.
Where I won't eat it.
So now I've
She's a sender backer.
I've spent
Right.
spent my hard-earned money on something I don't want.
How
Because-
often has that happened to you?
Getting the wrong thing or having somebody not write it down.
Yes.
Both.
Oh, not write it down. I feel like it's like 25% of the time.
Really?
Wrong.
I'm telling you, we go out to dinner.
And
a
out of
lot.
that 25% that they don't write it down, how many of those, say 100 times, that they've got it wrong in some way, shape, or form?
Well, let me start with how many do they have to come back to get a clarification? At least 25 or 30%. At least 25 or 30% you're coming back. So you've now wasted my time again.
And of that 25%, how many times was it a table of more than just two people, you and someone else?
Oh, usually.
Usually.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's larger numbers.
Yeah.
And when you waitressed, right? Did you write down or just
Yeah,
remember?
I don't recall ever not writing
But
down.
now, how many times did they write down and got the stuff wrong? Well, that
No,
happens quite
because
often too.
and it's funny because and this must be a Voigtlander thing because my dad does the same thing. He says, "Please repeat back to me what you have." And like if he calls in like an order,
Yeah.
there's been too many times, especially with a pizza place with a prominent name in our community, where my parents order out a lot, probably once a week from the same place. They love it, but he always says, "Please repeat back to me what I've ordered," because we don't. That's the commitment you've made to your meal that night. You've committed to not cooking. You've committed to paying your money for that. You've committed to either having it delivered or going there. And then somebody they're not in their right brain or whatever's going on. And suddenly you get something random and Voigtlanders don't send the food back. So now we're eating. some kind
Voigtlanders
of-
need to step up and complain about
So-
the
Yeah, but
mistake.
that's a waste of food, in my
But
opinion.
wait a second. Let's go back.
And we don't need to spend the whole show on.
Oh, no. This is interesting. This is good.
Open this one.
It's my number one.
You have to lean in, Jeff.
It's my number one.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Or pull the mic over. Yeah.
So-
Margaret's going to complain.
I know she always does. But she don't write it down, so.
I even wrote down my list. It's not just because I'm a list person.
But now I get accused of being angry.
Talk closer to the microphone. Pick it up.
I get accused of being angry quite a lot.
Is it on?
I don't think your mic is on.
It's on. The switch is on.
Says it, huh?
The switch is on.
Technical support. Here we go. Tech support. Tech.
It's on.
Oh, no. It's
Let's
the
not
wrong.
talk-
Yeah.
It's just not plugged in.
All right, stand by, everyone.
Watch the.
It's going to hurt.
Oh, that's my headset.
Since we're building time here, if we order from Starbucks, we won't even order at the guy. We order online so we can
See
make
it.
sure that everything that we want is.
hear me now?
Oh, we should do a
All right,
mic
so-
check before the show's
Yeah,
running.
that'd be good.
Technical difficulties are done. All right, so doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
I mean, is it worth to get that wrapped up?
Well,
If somebody comes back and says, "Did you want onions?" and you say no.
My life is
Well, you
based
say
around
yes.
efficiency. My life is based around efficiency. It is extremely inefficient for somebody to have to come back to me. That means they're not spending time on someone else or taking care of whatever they should be doing.
So
They wasted their time, my time, and the rest. of
then it's my then
restaurant's
my
time.
problem is I don't spend enough time caring and thinking about stuff.
I have to tell you, and
Right?
I'm sorry to interrupt this but I'm going to. I am so looking forward to going out with to dinner with you again. Just
I have-
in
I'm
hopes-
gonna have the worst. Can I have medium rare on one side and then well on the other side, please?
but I have been with Julie.
Oh, yeah,
and
I'm
I
gonna make
have
this a
been
game.
with her. I recall being with you, and we ordered ice cream someplace, and you got the wrong ice cream, and you were so disappointed, but you ate it.
Because my life is about getting excited about food. I get excited about food. And so I go into a place and I'm excited about having this thing that's on their menu. And the simple thing that I want is for them to deliver the thing that I ordered on their menu. But instead, I get something else. And my conscience says, if I return this, it's wasted. It's wasted food. And that's inefficient.
But what if the workers eat it?
They're not going to eat it. They're
They
going
get
to
a little
throw it
treat.
out. They're going to throw it out. Even if they deliver extra bread to the table, we will take it home because everything will get thrown out.
That's true.
It's my number one pet peeve.
Well,
That is impressive.
I'm
Very
gonna
impressive.
piggyback on that one with drive-throughs who do not get your water right. Like
That's why
like KFC
Can you please
with
repeat?
with the potato wedges? But it's not just that. There's a Dunkin' Donuts in particular on Albany Avenue, not far from you.
Yes.
They have never.
Yes.
I now open the bags to make sure, and I am not kidding. They never get it right.
You're right.
Never.
You're right.
Ever,
100% of the time it's wrong.
100% of the time it's wrong.
Agreed. 100% of the time it's wrong. And that's why when we go to Starbucks, we do self-order. We know this is what we're getting. This is how many pumps. This is how many shots. That way the miscommunication is not in our communication. It's in their reading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I don't even pull
Is that
away
why the
now.
one in Albany Avenue is closed currently? Is that what
It
happened?
could be. They should be closed because
I agree.
100% of the time,
I agree.
it's wrong.
And I'm not a Dunkin' hater. I worked there for 4 years. But I no longer do Dunkin' because of their inconsistency.
Yeah.
And it's not just that one. It's pretty consistent across the system.
All right, if you're the CEO of Dunkin' Donuts, you have an opportunity to make things right. True.
Yeah, I stopped going there, and I go to the one all the way out by the mall, and that one sometimes has a longer line, but it's more like I always check now anyway, but it's more likely to get it right. 100% wrong on the other one.
And not to keep harping on this, but I think this is so
we
important,
will.
not just because of me being efficient and all these other things, but because of food allergies.
Yeah.
Because of people's limitations and food allergies. If you're not going to write it down and suddenly I have said to you I can't have onions and you put onions on my stuff, then what?
And I'm the one with
Yeah.
high blood pressure.
Wow.
No,
I have to
I
tell
agree.
you, number one, that was impressive.
That- yeah.
I was not expecting
Nope.
that. That is absolutely. I don't. Mine are worthless compared to that.
Yeah.
Like,
Mine are pretty petty.
very impressive.
I mean, I will say mine, but they are petty compared to that. And I agree with you. I agree with, especially allergies. Ryan's daughter has an allergy that is life-threatening. And I know how serious, when I know she is going to be here, she was here for Maple Weekend and someone in the Sugar Shack wanted a power bar and we almost tackled her because it had peanuts in it. We're like, what are you doing? We made her leave the building and then she had to wash her hands. She couldn't touch anything. We're like, you can't even open that package in here because your daughter was on the farm. So I know how it's serious. I agree with you on that.
All right, Abby. How many you have?
Your dad does not count as number one.
I didn't really think of them beforehand, but one of my really big things, which probably doesn't sound that big, but it just bothers me a lot, is when I'm in school and people are either insanely slow walkers and they won't let me get around them because I walk fast. They won't let me get around them, so then I'm walking and I'm getting all angered. Or when there's kids who just completely stop in the middle of the hallway in big clumps of people. I just push past them. I literally physically
There you go.
move them out of my way.
Hallway rage.
Yeah.
Hallway in
Which is, I'm going to piggyback on that because one of my biggest pet peeves is being on a highway, particularly the thruway, and there is a car in the passing lane that is going the exact same speed as the car in the right lane. And now everybody's behind them and this person doesn't care. You cannot get past them.
Or I hate when I'm driving and on the thruway or something, and somebody is going slower in the right lane, so then I go to the left lane to pass them, but then immediately when I move over to pass them, they speed up.
Yep. Yeah, so now
And
they're going
won't
the
let me-
same.
yeah.
Now they're the same speed as you.
and they won't let me pass.
So take notice: is it a male driver or female driver of the other vehicle? If it's a male driver and they're speeding up,
Or is it your uncle just messing with you?
I don't think there's particularly a sex that makes it different. I find that the person in the right lane or the passing lane going the same speed is usually someone really elderly. They're just
Yeah.
completely oblivious to what's happening.
she pointed at you. She did. Looks like she was pointing at you.
You're older than he is. I should have pointed at you.
And that, like, I do feel bad, but that's another one of my, like, major pet peeves is when old people
Well,
just
Elderly.
put an age.
Elderly people.
Older. Always say older. Okay. Old is never good. Just say older. is the proper,
Elderly. Elderly,
There's
Abby.
a pet peeve of mine. People call me old. Call me older.
sorry, elderly, older individuals.
Just say older.
But now, on that pet peeve, I think there should be a light on top of the car that comes on when
If
you're
it's an
not
elderly?
using cruise control. Everybody should use cruise control on a highway.
Oh, I never use cruise
Everybody.
control ever, ever,
Yeah,
ever.
everybody.
Everybody, because I hate passing the same guy 4 times. Right?
Now, that sounds like a you problem.
On the thruway, you hit 77 and you hit cruise, and you stay at
I don't.
77.
I never.
And
I don't
you
even know how to
pass-
use cruise on my car.
You pass the same guy 5 times, and I'm on cruise, so it's not me. Right? It's not me. Cruise.
No,
right.
I feel
There should be a light, so
I
this
feel
way
like
you
I'm
can
not in
yell
control of
and
the
you know
vehicle.
who it is.
I don't use it.
I use it sometimes, but I like my foot on the pedal because
Yeah.
then I can control it.
Yeah.
It's more efficient, and you don't get me angry because I don't pass you 7 times.
That's true. It is more efficient.
I don't use it ever.
77
Gas mileage.
cruise control, go.
Nope.
Everybody goes.
I also think that there should be a when people get to a certain age, they should have to take a road test again.
Yes, because that's my other thing that I was saying
It's
is when
getting hurtful.
I don't think it's a certain age. I think people should have to take a road test regularly. Everybody.
Yeah.
Probably a good
I
idea.
agree. Not age discrimination.
You have to take defensive driving every couple of years. You should have to do something to prove that you're still worthy to be behind the wheel of a vehicle.
Same with a boat.
Yeah.
Why do you have to take defensive driving every couple of years? I mean, you can to lower your insurance, but you don't
Right.
have to do that
What is the
unless it's for like a CDL or something.
No, it's just for insurance. It's good for
It's-
what, 3 or 4 years
Yeah.
or
Like
something?
3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
But that's just to lower your insurance. That's not like a requirement.
And it's best practice.
Yeah, it is, but
When you have a lot of registered vehicles, it helps.
So no one else created a list?
I don't need a list, but I do have one.
You know what my pet peeve is? Lists.
I have one that happened to me this weekend, twice actually. We all know that when you go to the store, there's 18 self-checkouts that are open and 2 regular checkouts. I hate using self-checkout. If I have one thing and I am in that much of a hurry, I'll try to go through the self-checkout. Most of the time, I want to go to a person. But when you stand in line, you've been in line for 15 minutes with everybody else. You get through because they've already scanned all your items. You watch them scan all your items. And now you stand there looking for either your cash in your bag or your card that you can't find, or if you're going to write a check or whatever it may be. And now you're holding up the line because you can't pay for everything that they just scanned. You stood in line for all that time. If you're going to write a check, make the check out to whoever it is. So all you have to do is fill out the amount. If you're going to pay with a card, hold the card in your hand. If you're going to pay with Apple Pay or the Tap to Pay or whatever you're using your phone for, have it open and don't spend 10 minutes now holding up the line even further, scrolling through things on your phone and answering text messages saying that you're looking for the app to open to pay. Mm-hmm. When I go through a checkout line, I am efficient. I am pretty close because I already know what I need to pay for in my cart. I will have it in, because I pay cash most of the time. I will have it in my hand, ready to go. She will hit total, and before she tells me how much, I hand her the money. Well, it was a she both times this weekend. But I stood in line behind multiple people who waited, and they're like, oh, okay, that's it? Oh, okay, now I have to find my card. And they scroll through 18 cards and can't find, no, can't use that one. That's my JCPenney card. Oh, Oh, look at that! I have
Sadly, I know exactly what you're talking about, Ryan. It's common.
So the A team stands for Team Angry. Because that's what I'm getting at it is. They're not pet peeves, they're angry.
Let me tell you
Annoyed.
something.
The annoyed team.
Every time I go shopping and I have to go through the checkout, it's easy peasy.
Because
Right?
you only go Lowe's. What are you talking about? You don't ever go grocery. It's
No,
always at the grocery store. What I don't like about, and it's usually, I hate to say it, but it's the checkout person, male or female, they want to have small talk. Just let me pay for my stuff because I want to go. I don't want to talk about what I'm making for dinner.
Self-checkout.
It doesn't matter.
Self-checkout. You can talk to yourself.
Yes.
Nope.
Yeah,
I'm gonna really love
actually
these
have
meetings.
gotten really good at the self-checkout. I go there more often than to a person only because I just don't want to make it longer with a long conversation about what I'm buying, what I'm making. Have I tried this? No, I just by that time of the day, I don't really want to talk. So I just want to go home and cook my food and be done with it. So, yeah.
I don't know. Just be ready to pay. When
like
you get
talking
there,
to the people.
if you stood in line for all that time, be ready to pay.
Is that your number one? Is that your number one?
I have so many.
Because
but
Julie
I had
was
it this
emphatic
weekend.
that was the. It's bold letters.
For Julie, it was worse than somebody dragging a dog on a bicycle.
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
What else you got,
Fight away
Ryan?
got a chance, but
Number one. Like, this is it. I want to hear the passion in your voice like it was for her.
There's just so many.
I have two actually they're kind of the same but super petty. And I told you them this morning.
Did you tell me, or was
You.
it because of me?
No,
Or-
I told you. I cannot stand to be someplace where you are trapped, meaning like in line at the grocery store or in my office.
Or in a marriage.
And someone is singing, whistling, or humming.
Yeah, that bothers me.
Well, there goes your
And
dinner with
it.
Julie.
No, Julie doesn't do that.
Yes, I do.
yes, she does.
When?
all the time.
Yeah, but
Yes, I do.
That doesn't bother me when you're like, because you're singing and dancing, and then there's usually like music. I don't mean when there's music. There was someone who worked in my building who no longer is there. I am there very early, and the acoustics are amazing in the building. But this person would come in. Now I go there super early because I can get so much done when nobody's talking to me and the phone is not ringing. Except for when this person is now singing at the top of their lungs in the hallway
I do that
for 20 minutes. But they know they're not alone.
He's sitting right next to you.
No, it's not. They pulled into the parking lot and my car was already there. They know they're not alone, and now they are creating this noise pollution that drives me crazy.
Noise pollution.
Noise pollution.
Holy moly.
In your building.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
And I have
I'll don't
someone
come into
else.
my building
No.
because I do the exact same thing.
But is it at the top of your lungs for 20 minutes?
Yeah.
If I'm the first guy there before I clock in.
Yeah, but you're the first. He's not the first guy.
well.
So
They're
funny
not-
story. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, just it drives me crazy that they think that's okay. That's disruptive. I was there first, and I'm there to work in the quiet. So why are you singing so, and just like, it's not like for a minute because the acoustics are cool. It goes on and on and on and on.
The acoustics are cool though.
They are cool.
They are very cool.
They're amazing in that building. When the choir comes over from the high school, absolutely amazing. But they are singers. This person is not. So that or if I'm in line in the ShopRite, and the person is whistling super loud. My father used to do that. My father used to whistle
Super loud.
Super loud.
super loud, like in the car, and I can't get out of the car, and I can't stand it.
So we'd have a guy at work who every day he would pick a song and he would sing it. And by the end of the day, the whole shift was humming the song. And he would do it every day. On purpose. He'd be like, watch this, today's song. And he would start singing it. And everybody would do it. So you would have just hated this guy.
Yes, I would hate him.
And he was probably so happy.
Yeah.
No, he was a miserable, but he just
Yeah, when
was
she
on
tells
purpose.
me, stop whistling.
Yeah,
I
stop
go, that's
whistling.
right. I'm sorry. No happiness. No happiness.
Stop whistling. Like whistle. If you're like outside, okay. But if we are in a car and we're going somewhere, and now you're whistling at the top of your lungs. Stop. Just stop.
So we can't listen to Billy Joel?
No, if
Separate
you're
cars.
listening to music, that's fine.
So what's number 2? That was number 1.
It's whistling, humming. There's somebody at work who hums all the time. Drives me crazy.
No happiness.
No.
Abby, number 1. Number 1 out of all of them. Like, this one will drive you crazy. This is it.
So I have like 2 points that relate to one thing.
Okay.
But I am a neat freak in my room, in my house. I won't let anyone, nobody can like clean the house. And if they do, I have to re-clean it because it's not good enough. So
Have you met my wife?
Yeah. And you're not even blood related
Yeah.
to Margaret. How's that?
yeah. So when somebody, my room is always very clean. I keep it nice and neat. So one of my biggest things, and this has happened to me before, like I had a birthday party once with my friends where I like really freaked out. And I can't stand when people, it doesn't even have to be my bed, but when they are in their bed with outside dirty clothes on. Or if, and it's even worse when they're in my bed. Like if I have a sleepover with somebody, I have asked my friends before, I'm like, did you shower today?
I hear you.
Legitimate question.
Are you planning on showering before you get into my bed? Like I literally have, I've said it to my cousin before, like, are you planning on showering before you get into my bed?
In that tone.
Yes.
Nice. You're going to have a rough time in college.
Oh, yeah.
I have one bed
You
issue.
are gonna have quite the
similar, Abby. I can't walk past an unmade bed without making it. I can't
You've
stand
talked
it.
to me about this
Yeah.
before.
If I go into one of my kids' rooms and even if they're just getting out of the bed to go to the bathroom,
I was going back to bed, Mom.
I've done that to Turner so many times. He's like, Mom, I was getting back in. Like, I cannot stand an unmade bed. I got to make it.
Yeah.
It just looks filthy. I can't stand it.
Yeah. No, I can do the unmade
It's the
bed.
first thing we do in the morning is make the bed.
Yeah.
So what's part 2? You
It's
said it was
connected
2
to it.
parts.
It's connected to one thing.
Oh, if somebody, like, if I, in my room,
don't
in the
gross us
house,
out.
if I clean something or if I do something, and Maddie, my sister did it today. Literally,
You're the
she's home.
sister?
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
I had no idea you had a sister.
Yeah, she just bothers me, so I don't talk about her much. So she's home from college, and like I said, I cleaned the kitchen. I spent the whole day cleaning yesterday after breakfast, and I had lots of things I needed to get done, so obviously I got them done. And I cleaned the kitchen, I cleaned my room. My biggest thing is if I do something, put something somewhere, fix something up, and somebody moves it or like changes it, makes a mess right after I do it. My sister left 2 sticky rings on the counter, like a ring of like from like a glass or like something. And I wiped down all the counters yesterday, and she was just sitting in the living room. I'm like, are you kidding?
What?
And she didn't wipe it up.
And she's in college.
And you,
Call the cops?
Nope.
What did you do? Did you clean the rings?
No.
I rolled my
They're
eyes
still there.
angrily.
Yeah, because I'm waiting for her to do it. And if it's not done when I get home, then I'll do it. But
Oh, so she won.
yeah, probably. Because I just can't stand to look at it.
All right, that's fine.
and what about you? You've not mentioned anything yet.
About pet peeves?
Yeah.
I love people. I love having them around.
I love
People watch her. I embrace the differences in people's behavior, and I there's nothing wrong with anything that people do.
I feel like that's a lie.
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
it's not
true at all.
He's so
No.
miserable.
No, no, I'm good. All right, well, thanks for coming. No, I really don't have any.
You just don't have any you're willing to share.
That is correct.
What about when people call you old?
There you go.
That's minor. I'm just trying to train you. Is what it is. Yeah. No.
Wait,
Not,
so
you know.
we didn't discuss that some of us get to air our vulnerabilities about our pet peeves and other of us don't?
I don't have any pet peeves
Then why are we doing a pet peeves show?
because you guys are angry.
No, No, listen, the truth is, I don't like it when something's not put away. When it's my responsibility, someone else uses it and doesn't put it away, or put it away exactly the way it was before.
I was still using it.
Are you done with the screwdriver? And then I have to follow her around.
Yeah.
Or here's another pet peeve. Wait, hold on.
None of mine were targeted to you, but go ahead, please.
Keys?
I'm sorry. Women's clothes generally don't have pockets, and I'm
designed
not
them?
carrying.
Who designed women's clothes?
Clearly not a woman. I am not carrying around a wad of keys everywhere I go. It's not happening.
Why do you have a wad of keys?
Because there's doors everywhere in this property that needs to be opened, and keys everywhere. And no, I'm not doing it. I'm not carrying a big ring of keys. You have keys everywhere.
I just have a key.
So what I heard was my pet peeves don't matter. That's it. No. Listen, there's a lot in the passing lane one I agree with, right? If you're in that lane, you better be going faster than everybody else, right? That's it. But if you're not, hop on over to the driver's side. But getting in a vehicle that is shared and the gas tank is down below the E, that's a problem. I don't like that at all. Nope. If you're going to use it, fill it up. Don't fill it up all the way if you don't have the money, but get it above that line. Yep.
A shared vehicle? You're not talking about home, because we don't.
No. I meant at work. When you get into a vehicle at work, and one that's a community vehicle type of thing, communal vehicle, and you get in there and it's like, all right, now we need a policy on this, right? That's what's going to happen. Now you need a policy. Yeah, stuff like that. So, but those are all minor in comparison. If I was to say that, and when I open the utensil drawer and find that the big spoons are mixed in with the little spoons.
Oh, no, don't do that. No. Don't
My
do
dad does that when he unloads the dishwasher.
He just puts them all, spoons and
He
spoons.
mixes the spoons, and we have like little spoon, big, there's different things. And I go through everything and fix it all, and then I start complaining to my mom about it, and nobody seems to listen.
What does your mom do? She doesn't think it's a big deal.
No, she's just like, I know, he's so annoying.
And that's
he's so
it.
Weird.
Okay, then that's fine. Then you just accept it.
I don't accept it, but yeah.
So what do? You fix it? Mm-hmm. You got a little something going on.
She has a little bit of OCD, just a little bit.
Do you fold or roll your T-shirts?
Fold.
Okay.
My dad rolls. It's weird. I don't like it.
You roll.
I roll.
You
Yeah.
get more in a suitcase when
You do. You do.
I
Good.
actually roll if I'm packing,
and you're less.
but and in my closet I don't roll.
No, I just
Fold,
fold.
Roll, Julie, roll or fold?
Fold.
Ryan?
Depends.
Pile.
Washer, dryer, wear it, washer.
Yeah. All right. Well, in the comments, send us your pet peeves.
Yeah, send us.
Ryan didn't really do any more. You said you had
What
more,
else?
no?
What else?
Oh, you have a lot of pet peeves?
Let's go, Ryan.
How long do you want this episode to be?
let's
All right. Let's go.
Come on, let's-
Fire them
let's
off.
hear 'em.
Top 4.
Top 4. Here we go. Top 4.
Why do I gotta go get it? These two didn't even have any.
What? I just told you what mine are.
Well, you said you
Little
had a
spoon,
lot,
big
so
spoon.
let's hear them.
Okay, another daily one that we have. We're out working on the roads. We close a road. You close a road for a reason. Either it's not safe for other people to be there, or it's only safe for us to be there doing the work that we're doing. And people will get out of their cars, move the barricade to the side, drive in. They won't even put the barricade back. They just drive in because they feel like they're entitled to be where we are for whatever reason. More often than not, we have to stop what we're doing. I would say 9 times out of 10 is not a resident that's trying to get to their driveway, or not someone that needs to be in there to deliver something heavy or whatever it is. They just don't want to be inconvenienced by going around the block. We try to be conscious of it. We try to set up detours the best we can. Most of what we're doing, unless it's a big project, we go block by block, so you're not driving miles out of your way. City streets are pretty easy to navigate. You are putting yourself and our workers in harm's way by being where you don't belong. It says road closed for a reason. It's not for everybody else but you. It is for everybody. Stay out of the construction zones. It drives me up the wall when we're working. We got trenches open across the street. We had equipment moving and trucks moving in every direction. And the next thing you know, you have a car following the paver in the hot asphalt going down the road and throwing your hands up in the air, wondering why they're going so slow. You don't belong there.
Back to paver up.
Well, the good news is New York State has taken road worker safety seriously. They've got all those new programs in place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You just need bigger, non-movable barricades.
I will gladly put Jersey barriers across city streets if I have to keep people out. Drives me crazy.
They should have signage.
Lots of signage.
Make sure the signage says people at work. We should probably change that. Just saying.
What's another pet peeve?
Yeah. What else? What else you got, Ryan?
Are you meditating? Let's all meditate together. It's like an ASMR video.
Nice.
Come on,
No.
say it. Say it. Say it.
What else you got, Ryan?
Nope. Not
Come
going
on,
there.
one more.
No, we talked about the OCD stuff. That's
Yeah, it's just
OCD and
OCD.
pet peeves kind of go back
Yeah,
and
I don't
forth.
think it's.
Yeah, Abby, you have OCD. Clearly,
Yeah. Listen.
you might want to
Your
seek some
roommate.
counseling for college.
You're going to have tough time with the roommate if she or he is not exactly.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be because you're so clean and picky about your.
You better get to that room first.
Yeah, oh yeah, when you move
Oh,
in,
you need to establish
you be
authority
there
in
the
that
night
room.
before. If they say move in on a Sunday, you be there Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, my roommate, I found her already, and from what we've talked about,
She's
we-
lying.
She's what?
She's lying.
I agree. She's lying.
She's lying.
Yeah.
She's a
Well-
filthy thing, but she's.
We
she's
seem very
lying.
similar. Hopefully,
She's a liar.
she's.
I would put a test.
Wait till
Put it to the test.
Wait till you start sharing a bathroom with 7 other girls.
Yeah, girls are gross.
Girls are
they are.
gross.
Girls
Oh yeah,
are gross.
Girls are worse than
Yeah,
guys.
they are. Mm-hmm. And they're just not
Well,
nice either.
guys just pee on the floor, but yeah.
Whoa!
No,
Maybe getting off topic.
That's a big pet peeve of mine.
some of them just aren't tall enough to be in the sink.
All right, we're gonna have to edit this video. We are gonna have to edit this video.
I think we should hear from Jeff for one more.
One more, Jeff.
I got to tell you, I don't have any.
None.
Because
There's nothing.
I don't care enough. I mean, I really don't.
Is that anyone's pet peeve? Somebody not caring?
He's chill.
I don't care enough. I really don't. If you want to sing, sing. I'll just ignore you. I probably can't hear you anyway.
I can hear. I have
can't
really
hear
good
anyway.
hearing. I can't
If
stand
you
it.
want to drive in the left lane, okay, I'm going to go around you.
You can if there's two people taking up both lanes.
And if the
As my
person's
brother
speeding up.
used to say, your uncle used to say, it's
Which
not
one?
road rage until you're halfway out of the driver's side window at 90. Other than that, it's not road rage. So relax. Just go around them. And I've seen your uncle halfway out the driver's side window at 90. Anyway, I just don't care. I mean, it's just, I don't know. There's too much to worry about and too much going on. What is it? Yes, I don't want onions. Oh, hey, look, there's onions on my plate. Can you take them back? I didn't order chocolate ice cream. I ordered vanilla.
Ooh, send her back.
Send it back.
Yeah, he's a sender backer.
I would send it back.
I wouldn't send it
I would
back.
send-
I could,
wouldn't?
I could order fish and it'd bring liver and bacon and liver. I'm eating it.
Yes.
Yep.
Same.
Oh, it's going.
No, if I'm paying and I don't get what I want, I'm sending it back.
Yeah, I,
Yeah, I'm not taking a chance.
Now, I might not eat again. I might just walk out. I'm not saying that, but it's just not. I don't know. I don't know.
I value my food too much.
I can't.
I get really
Yeah.
excited.
But
about food.
there's too many things that I can't or won't eat. So
Yeah.
I don't have any pet peeves.
Oh.
Live your life.
That's it.
YOLO.
That's it. All right, wrapping up.
all right. Well, if you want to send us some of your pet peeves, feel free to do that. We'll discuss it, and we hope you like and subscribed. And we'll talk to you soon.
See you soon.